You know what it takes.
Hey.
Hey.
Take them all on. You got the measure of your man, and you know that
Figured
you
it out.
can
Figured
go
it out.
all the way. Give it to him. Yeah, give him a taste. Give him the taste of Kiwi. Show him you're the best. Give him the taste of Kiwi. You're better than the rest. Give him the taste of Kiwi.
All right. Figured out. I've got the intro song this week. Couldn't figure that out last week, but I got it, man. So, no, my hooky, my welcome back to another episode of the Kiwi NRL podcast. Tonight I'll be your host, Lenny Brookie. And as per usual, well, not usual, but different layout.
Yeah,
But we got my Lucy Lefty, Jason Smiley Weatherly. How are you, bro?
I'm good. How about you?
You're good? Oh, I'm good,
I'm
mate.
good.
I'm good. Especially after the weekend. And also got Papa Moore's finest, Mr. October. Andre, how are you, bro?
Oh, yeah, Timo on here as well.
Yeah, I was like, hey, Timo.
I was like, hey, it's Tim. Yeah, good, bro. How are you? How's everyone?
We're good, man.
Good
We're
to be
good.
back. Good to be back. Good to be back.
It's good to just have League back, like full throttle, hissing,
Oh,
shit
Can't
ref
beat
calls like normal.
well, you know, it's all part of the territory, bro.
It's taking up the weekends, eh? You get right into it. You're like, oh shit, I've missed this.
Yeah,
How
hard.
good is it to have a Warriors game at the start of the weekend and then getting the win and not waiting until Sunday and then losing?
So good. Get it out of the way early, eh?
And changes your whole weekend, like the whole dynamic of your weekend.
100%. Just changes your
Some
whole week.
Happy chappies just floating around the house, doing the vacuuming. The lawn's got done. Fucking everything's done.
Doing all the chores, eh? No, it's very good. And I'm just trying to think what I used to do when the league wasn't on. What did I used to watch? I'm not sure. You fill it up with something. Not rugby, though. Sweet. Oh, we better thank the sponsors. As per usual, shout out to Fitzone for I was going to say keeping the lights on. The beer's cold, but they're not really doing that at the moment because we're doing it online. But I guess technically, I do try and slip the odd electricity bill at home through the business, so maybe it is paying for it. No, shout out to Fitzone. If
Just
you're in
those
the great
big winter
towns,
ones.
yeah, just those big winter ones. If you're in the towns of Matamata, Te Aroha, Paeroa, and Waihi, get on down to Fitzone and sort your rig out, and tell them that Lenny sent you, and they'll probably turn you away. No, they'll give you a deal, I reckon. Just say, what's the deal? And they'll sort something out. And also our other sponsor, Mortgage IQ. The man is here.
I'm here.
You might as well
Give yourself
give
an
yourself
actual
a
spiel
spiel,
this
man.
time.
Give myself a spill. Yeah, Mortgage IQ, based in Mount Maunganui, but servicing, we basically service New Zealand wide. Looking for a home to buy or looking to refinance your current home, then that's our sort of bread and butter. They offer some other financial services and partner with financial services as well. So, yeah, get in touch. The website, I've got a website now.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. www.mortgageiq.co.nz. Nice and easy.
Easy.
Smarter mortgages
All right.
is the slogan.
It's a good slogan. So, yeah, if you're looking for a mortgage, you're looking at buying a house, looking at refixing or floating that ass, Dre will sort you out. He'll put you on the right path. Get in touch. Mortgage IQ. Head along to their website, which was, I think it's that easy. I can actually remember it, www.mortgageiq.co.nz.
Boom. There it is.
/U porn. All right. How good. Nah, just kidding. We don't do the plug. We won't have the plug because I think we're all drinking something different. So I'll play a little tune.
I'm on there.
What are you on? What are you on? You're on the cookie? I
Hell
can't
of a
see
brand deal if we pull that one off. Shit.
it. What do you got, Jase?
Well, I've got my classic ginger beer.
Oh, yes, you do like that.
But it might be a bit early in the week for vodka.
Kieran Hayokitsu. Those are the old Tommy Turbos.
Tommy Turbo. But no, I'll probably just go with my ginger beer and then see how we go. What about you? What have you got stashed away in that little fridge of yours?
Dun-dun-dun.
Oh, party pills. The best drink out.
Party pills. Ultra low carb pilsner from Baylands. Shout out to the lads for hooking us up.
How good.
There it is.
Such
Check
a good
it
can.
out.
Such a good
Brilliant
drink.
can. Great beer. All right, we'll head into our to our Instagram questions, but first off, we'll play out.
Give a fuck, fat beat, pump it up, screaming, I don't give a fuck. Fat beats, pump it up, screaming, I don't give a fuck. Fat beats, pump it up, screaming, I don't give a fuck.
Hey kids, I'm blazed to shit. Looking for the tips with Brooke Fraser lips. Hope a chick can suck on my duck. She told me that my song really rips shit up. Oh, she gave me the illy
All right,
dome. I'm
there's
really
PNC tonight, and this is questions where the listeners send in their questions. And Jase, what do we try to do?
Well, we try to answer them with the actual facts.
Straight,
And
true,
anything
straight
else is
facts.
wrong.
Everything else is lies. That's right.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
Nothing.
yes. No? Or was it fact?
Everything else is lies.
Okay, great. That's what I thought, but I was just being nice to Dre. Have you got them up? I've got them up. If you don't.
Oh, I got them up too, but
All right. Now you rattle them off.
Jamie's World has got the first question. Does Lenu
All right.
get 10 in the bin this weekend?
Then you. Did he get 10 last week?
Well, he wasn't playing because he was suspended.
Well, is he back? He must be due back then, is he?
Yeah, he's due back, so someone's got to take that Fisher Harris. I mean, not Fisher Harris, Hargreaves.
Hopefully he does. He
Yeah.
can- first mayor against the Warriors Friday night.
Surely. A young little sin bin wouldn't hurt our case anyway for the Warriors.
Yeah.
I think he
the
definitely does
answer
something
is yes.
silly, doesn't he?
Oh, he's bound to have a bed shit, as you'd say.
And he's just
Dre?
got the crazy eyes to back it up.
Crazy eyes, man. Out smart. He'll be ready to go though, so that's always dangerous for him. You just don't know what he's going to get up to. What else do we have, bruh? What's our next question?
Next
Thank you to
question
Jamie's World.
from the podcast itself. What are the odds of the origin rule changing so KP can rep the Kiwis?
Hot topic.
We had some discussions about that, didn't we?
Pre-pod, we had a bit of a discussion. What are the odds of KP or them changing the rule so KP can jam for the Kiwis? The odds are probably slim, but I feel like if KP pushes it enough that they hopefully it needs to change in my opinion. But yeah. That's just
He's the man
What do
for
you
the job. Hey, if it is going to change. But
correct.
you're right. It's pretty slim, and if Australian Rugby League have anything to do with it, he won't be going anywhere near that number one Kiwis jersey. And if Keanu Kinney has anything to do with it, he won't be going near it either. So
Yeah, that's a good point. We do have a bit of depth as well, but it is KP. But I mean, the conversation keeps coming up. At what point does the tier systems, like with the whole Tonga and Samoa thing? Obviously, a lot of their boys playing Origin and choosing to play for those countries. Tonga just beating us last year. Again, there's surely a case that the origin rule has to get scrapped in regards to like repping different countries. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I think. What about you,
I agree.
Jace? Do you think?
No, I'm with you on it. Especially, like, are they still technically are they not a tier 1 country yet?
They've still got the exact same rules from I don't know
That's
how
bullshit
fucking
because
many years ago.
They've beaten us a couple times now, beaten Australia.
Yeah.
They should
They're
be,
tier 1.
yeah.
And I don't think they should stop those Origin boys playing for Tonga. I just think those the international.
Dumb.
Yeah, I think if you're in Aussie and play your junior footy for New South Wales or Queensland, by the age of under the age of 14, that makes you eligible, regardless of what country you rep after the fact. I reckon, and that would just
Yeah.
make it more straightforward. What do you reckon, Dre? Do you reckon they should do that?
yeah, I think something needs to change because the rules seem to hamstring predominantly the Kiwis in all directions. Like you can skip out and go and play. There's no hooking like Origin. Aussies obviously got Origin where they hook them in early, dangle the
Yeah.
carrot, the 50K paycheck, and then they're in the system and they're not going anywhere. So I don't think that's
Yeah.
quite fair if you look at the overall scheme. But yeah, everyone's going to have their own opinion. I think you're right. KP will be the one to break the mold as he does on the league field as well. So we'll see I think there's
Yeah,
some pretty
Mal-
hot press that he's trying to angle that way though.
Yeah, it seems to be all.
Potentially, and
You
had a
go.
fallout with Mel. So
Yeah, that was
I
pretty
mean-
weird too. That whole thing. You know how he said he wasn't going to play, and then they had a cry, so he said, "Okay, I'll play," and then they didn't pick him,
make a
and then so it's
We
like,
just didn't want you to be picked.
so it's a bit. That's all
if
a
he
bit.
goes
random.
out, if he goes out and wins the Dally M and then can't play international football because Aussie won't pick him and then he's not eligible for Kiwis, that's not really in the best interest of the game, is it?
Well, no, if you want the international game to be a spectacle, you want all the best players playing, and you know he's one of them. But no, it seems to come up all the time. I think that would be pretty black. It would be pretty straightforward just to have Origin separate from the international, and
Yeah.
it seems like a pretty easy rule to put in there or to get rid of. Anyway, we could talk about that for hours.
Hours.
What's the next question, Jace?
Next question, that Kiwi Punter. Are Raiders final contenders? Playing like that last round without Tarpenny is crazy.
I agree. Well, going off, you can only go off what they've done this year, which is smoke the Warriors and then beat the Broncos, who looked like they looked scary good the first round.
So-
So
Beat
I
us, a top
reckon they
4
are.
team, and then beat the Broncos, a top 8 team. Yeah.
what do you reckon, Dre? You do often say that Raiders do have quite a few bed shits in them.
Yeah. I think they've been pretty fortunate. I wouldn't say lucky, but they've had a couple of big momentum plays go their way, like especially in Vegas, you can feel
Yeah.
there's a couple of like 50-50 knock on. They've had a bit of fortune and they have let in, against the Broncos, they let in a few tries. I don't know. It's early in the season. What's the question? Is it if they
Are they contenders, pretty much?
Nah,
Like, are they
nah.
real contenders?
I don't think they're contenders. I think they've had a couple of good wins, good solid wins, but they're inconsistent. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if they lose the next 2 and then do the same thing to the Broncos again. 6 games time, they're a momentum team, eh?
100%. And they how good did they play without even with not even having Tarpany? That was crazy.
That is, yeah. That's good.
Papali'i was good.
Performance.
But,
That young British fella that stepped in on debut,
Yeah,
a couple of meat
on the
pies.
edge. Yeah, he's good, eh?
Old Mark
Michaels?
Nicholson.
Nicholson.
Nicholson, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was late notice too, I think. Pulled out. Someone was pulled out last minute.
Was it? I just thought it was because Tarpenny wasn't in. And then I think they shifted
Oh, yeah,
Hoskin to
maybe.
like the middle
Hoskins. Yeah,
and
possibly.
then hit
Yeah, maybe.
Mark Nicholson or Matt Nicholson. I can't remember his name.
Still very early to say whether they're contenders or not. But
Yeah.
obviously, with
seeing
those 2
this-
games, you can.
Yeah.
Well, I guess off that you could go Panthers done.
Correct.
I
There's
need-
only 2 games.
Yeah.
Good point. I think they got the team to do something, but it's just like you need. Obviously, it's a long ass season, and they need to consistently do that. Where in the past they haven't been able to do that.
Yeah.
All right, next one, bro.
They tend to start off with a hiss and a roar though, and then
Yeah,
almost fizzle out.
they do. And then, like you said, then he bed shit. Bed
A lot of
shit
bed
at some
shitting.
point. A lot of bed
I think
shitting.
the way they play definitely lends itself to the start of the season because they don't really play big structured stuff. It's all off the back of the forwards, offloads. There's not like big sweeping plays or anything that they've rehearsed all preseason. Whereas a lot of the other teams will have those big plays, and whereas Raiders is just usually strictly bash it up the middle, get some offloads and some quick ruck speed. So, yeah, we'll see what the rest of the season has to offer, though.
Next question,
my man.
That Kiwi Punter again. How much did the boys pay the ref last round? Is he asking for a Roosters supporter or Waz supporter?
I don't know, but he can fuck off now.
Hey, all I'm saying is, Manly were lucky not to have one sent off before that. Was it 9-6 again?
Manly should have had someone sent off way before that.
Hmm.
They just were
Yeah.
never on side. Crazy.
They weren't much. You couldn't hear the ref on the mic, eh? But there must have been a warning before Trebojevic got marched, but you couldn't really hear him.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't stopping the play and calling the captain out and saying,
And then Trebojevic, maybe he said it at halftime or something.
Well, it's hard though because when you're doing 6 agains, you don't really get that chance to stop and say, "Hey, look, if you do it again."
Yeah.
Because how many in a row was it? It was something crazy.
Before someone got sent off?
On the line,
Yeah,
yeah.
or, yeah,
It was about
crazy.
10.
So
10,
10 or 9.
12 6 agains all up against Manly, but it was like 10 before they got binned.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And then one
So there
knock-on
came-
try, one out.
And then they had that
out
knock-on try. Do you reckon the RTS try was a double movement?
Nah.
Not sped up.
He ended
I
up over
must
the
admit,
line. Yeah.
my initial thoughts was it was, but if you play at normal speed, it looks kind of momentum-ish.
Yeah.
He ended up over the line as well, eh? So he probably did force the arm a little bit, but he would have been over the line anyway. So
But his body was, yeah. Yeah, so there, Kane. So shut up, Kane. No.
It was almost like a...
How much did the Roosters pay the
Oh,
the,
just
clear,
the
the,
usual.
clear, the clearies to throw the match?
well, they have Manu's budget sitting there. They have Warrior Harbour's gone. They have a bit of cap space, I think.
Some
yeah,
little
quite a few.
space.
Quite a few brown paper bags.
But yeah, a few questionable decisions from the ref in that game for sure, though. I can see what he's saying.
Yeah.
Last question.
Yep.
Jason, who's that from?
Brilly 89. Just hit
Sammy.
up Brilly 89 for any future try scoring bets. That is all. Didn't he get
That's
like an
what-
$8? Didn't he get like an $8 bet in?
Gets one try scorer multi in the next minute. He thinks he bloody can pick them all. Oh, we'll see how you go this week then, Sammy. And if you get it again,
We will.
then I'll agree with you.
Way home.
Yeah.
He's like the Raiders 2 games into the season and they've won the comp.
Yeah, consistency, Brilly. We'll see if you can do it this week, Mike. All right, that's all the questions. Thanks for sending those in, guys. Appreciated. Much appreciated. All right, what other song have I got here? I haven't got many. I'll try this one. And we'll go into our next segment with this song. Hey?
I don't think y'all ready. I thought I told y'all. We cannot stop now. New Zealand
I'll
hip
tune
hop
it.
stand up. We got it locked down. I'm ready to rock, ready to roll. I am ready to go. Y'all ready to float? Just let me know.
No,
y'all.
oh.
And I'ma be there.
All right, that was Scribe Stand Up, and this is review, of round 2. Right, lads. You know the drill. We'll go through each game and just try and obviously look at with a Kiwis lens, of course. First game was Jason. Have you got them up?
Yep. Was Knights 26 over the Dolphins 12.
Knights do the Dolphins. It felt like they beat them by more than that when I was watching it.
Yeah.
What's your boys' thoughts on this game and any Kiwis stand out to you?
Well, I'm nervous coming against the Knights. That left edge is so crazy.
That's silly. That's
How
a
do you
silly
have
edge.
Ponga wrapping around, and you got Lucas, Best, and
Best.
Marju,
And Marju.
and then Fletcher, Sharp.
Crazy. The shit's crazy, man. As far as Kiwis are concerned, though, there probably weren't any that really stood out. I thought for the Dolphins, I think Jerry Marshall King was probably one of not his best game.
Pretty quiet,
Yeah,
eh?
mistakes, didn't he?
Pretty-
Yeah.
Didn't he do the ball roll mistake twice?
Yeah. That's going to get you this year. You got to be onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Dolphins. What's that, 3rd year hangover, maybe?
Yeah.
Coach, the benefactor is out the
yes, he
window
was
as well.
Always leaves a hole, doesn't he, when he leaves?
It's 6 points.
Easy. Did you guys have anything else to say on that game, though?
Yeah.
Or
I reckon Marju was mean.
Marzu went, obviously we mentioned him, but Marzu went mean.
81
Probably
contact
be-
meters.
Back to his tackle breaking best, 10 tackle breaks.
The bulldozer.
6
Bloody
offloads.
bulldozer. Yeah. He's,
He had
go, Jay,
he
sorry.
had a pearler.
Leo Thompson, you got his numbers there?
See-
If anyone's on the moment.
Does he? He had a pretty semi-quiet. He only got 35 minutes, eh?
Yeah.
Not 30, was it 35 minutes? Yeah. Semi-quiet. Has he? Yeah. Has he done something? Is he either suspended or injured?
Don't know.
Not that I've heard, I don't think.
Maybe because he's on his way out. Is
Yeah,
like
true.
trying to.
But usually that means possibly they go a bit harder.
Well, no, maybe the coach is just trying to get some other boys minutes because like, he's not going to be there next year.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, which is disappointing.
Yeah,
Niggly when
he
that
had,
happens, eh?
25
He's got a
tackles
red
and
cross.
0 missed.
He's got a
Red
red
cross.
cross on
Oh,
his.
it must be injured.
He must be injured. Yeah,
Must
Oh,
be
in
injured.
fantasy?
Be clear.
yeah.
Red
On
cross.
fantasy, he's got a red cross.
Oh,
Like he's not on my team, Jase.
mine neither. Needs that first aid course.
He suckle a couple of meaties, eh? Did he?
Couple of
get a
meaties.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty quiet otherwise.
I actually did say that on the podcast that it.
No, he got
That-
goals. He didn't get meaties.
Oh, didn't he? Oh,
The
bugger.
only
I said that
goals
the
were
week
from
before. Sorry, I
Mark
said that the
Nichols
week
and
before.
Isako. No, sorry, Katoa. He's Isaiah Katoa.
Sorry, yes. Yes, that was the week before, didn't he? You got a double.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
save myself.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck, wrong week, G.
All right, next game. The game of the round. Waz versus the Seagulls at Mount Smart.
How good.
A lot more Kiwis in this game, obviously. Thoughts on the game, Mr. October? Overall thoughts?
Great game, especially with the expectation levels pretty low after Vegas.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, even after the first 5 minutes, it was pretty low.
Yeah, I think you can feel the intensity though. Eh? They were winning the middle like
Yep.
pretty early on. I think Aaron Clark was pretty instrumental in that. He was just
I agree.
bulldozing through the middle, breaking up the middle D, and then the other boys are doing their job. So I
Off the
felt
back of
like
it.
even when they scored, we were sort of getting more yardage through the middle.
Yep.
Like that was a long range effort, and actually it was a great little rope a dope because I think Tommy you must have done his hemi on that run.
Maybe.
Yeah, drew him in early. Yeah, and then once they got momentum back in the crowd, and
Yeah.
it was good to see. Just some points.
Bloody great to see.
It was
I-
Tane.
Tane, to open.
Yeah, his try was.
Yeah, that fully turned the momentum back our way. Yeah.
Yeah, that was when we were on
Slippery
the
little
balance there.
bastard.
He is slippery, back on the against the grain. And even just out of our end, he was good with his with a bit of footwork and his acceleration, just for the first 30 metres.
Yeah.
I felt he was
He's
good
just
there.
really real fit. Hey, like
Energetic.
You know, when we sometimes look at our wingers and we're like, where are they? Why aren't they? They're
Yeah.
always. Tane's just always there, ready to carry because he's not even. He wouldn't even be expending much energy on defence now, so he's always doing hit ups.
Agreed.
That's
Agreed.
Perfect. That's what you need from the little
What do you
man.
reckon happens when Dallin gets back?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure, bro. I personally would probably, I'd probably stick with Tane, me personally.
I love Tane, so yeah, I'm for that.
Also,
Right?
well, if you go on current form, I think Roger hasn't really solidified a wing spot. So there might even be the case that, unfortunately, and we don't want to see it, but Roger goes back to centre and then Dell goes to. Then you got to drop Pompey, who I actually think was epic on the
It
weekend,
was good. Very good. How good was that flick pass?
and let it Tuai. So I think keep Tane in the discussions around the other players.
Yeah.
Correct.
I
And
like
I think obviously Dell too, like how many injuries,
Oh,
in the last couple of years.
always
How
heard
many-
it saw a draw.
He's like 1 for 1 on the try sheet. He'll let one in, score one. Whereas Tane's actually been pretty solid on D. Like,
It was probably the other side, against the Eagles. That was where they got the tries.
Yeah,
yeah, a couple of times Kane.
Roger
Kane
missed a
got-
few tackles.
Yeah, Roger, he's the one that shot in, letting Trebojevic. They kept going around the outside of him.
Yeah.
But Tane was covering himself pretty well, like he was doing the old
Yeah.
track backs rather than.
Instead of jamming in, kind of thing.
Yeah. So a couple of times, can't remember their winger. Who was it? It wasn't Saab, it was the other side.
Lehigh.
Lehigh. And he was tracking back and easily picking him up. It's not like they were making like
No.
Yeah.
open breaks.
I
So
was pretty worried about that defensive strategy at the start, but they obviously sorted it out. But obviously, what they were trying to do, obviously, put quite a bit of pressure on Tom, It kind of ended up working in the end. Must have been the communication, but
Well,
Tom
Manly
threw a
were
couple
throwing
of-
long balls out of their half all day. You can't really get away with that in the NRL. Like you're going to get picked off at some point.
Yeah.
Inside
'Cause
push
even,
as well. Like
Yep.
the boys were pushing on the inside really well.
I think the first
Um,
that first try, they obviously they didn't as well, but I think they learnt from that pretty quickly and adjusted, which was good. Because if they didn't, there would have been a long ass fucking night. But
Yeah, and I think a big thing for us too was because we talked about it after the Vegas games, the prop rotation was out the gate. But then this week we played Barnett for 50 minutes straight, or 50 something minutes straight. Fish went off at like 30 minutes or whatever.
then came
And
back.
then he came back on, so we had a captain on, one of those dogs on
When
it
Barnett
each
went
time.
off, he came back on. Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
got that.
it's the
obviously a
perfect.
lot better.
The key piece there is that Aaron Clark stepped up though. Like if you can't
Yeah.
keep the flow going, that's where we missed last year. Like with one of those or the two front rows go off, and then we're
lose
small in the
momentum.
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even those other boys coming on, Licker and
Yep.
Dimitri, they were pretty powerful through the middle
Shit,
this
they were
week.
hissing. When they came on, that was good. That's what you want to see
That
from
was-
those young bulls, eh?
That's good. So
And then Dillbags is still going through the middle pretty well as well. So
Yeah, he's nice.
old
Yep.
Dilly. Waiting and had an amazing game.
just dangling through the middle.
Also, we better mention it because Sam gave the tip of all tips. Chanel Harris Davida anytime.
How good.
Shitty.
The video of them testing the screen. That was a crazy when he scored, bro. I was like, fuck, that's nearly bang on the minute of that video.
Yeah,
Because
bro,
what
he
the
almost
screen
got a
say,
double.
21 minute.
Yeah,
And he scored on the 19th CHT, Chanel Harris Davidas. That post is that TikTok's gone off. Even the Instagram has like people are like wanting to know next week's one and shit. Like, where's the video for next week? And
Sam, you know what to do, man.
but
You
yeah,
know what
that
to do,
screen
guys.
again, bro.
We won't talk about Metcalf and the MVKs, but fuck, how good was he?
Yeah.
He was
Is
a
he
lot
in your
better.
fantasy?
You don't want to know.
You traded him out, didn't you? Bro, I
I
held him.
traded him for Hump.
Oh yeah, but I got Humphreys in, but I traded out Pakes
I'll probably get Metcalf
from
back.
the Broncos.
Anyway,
Bro, I
we
was stoked
digress
with
on the old
Metcalf's
fantasy.
performance.
But Metcalf, yeah,
Not again.
What was
No.
his,
bounce back.
what was
He just
Metcalf's
needs to create
when
a
he
bit of
scored the
consistency,
try,
or mini. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
well,
What's the background behind that? Do you guys know?
I think it's a
Silence
shush to the
silence the
critics. Yeah.
Silence the noise or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Obviously, he has to do a bit more. I mean, one game doesn't silence everyone, obviously,
No.
but it's just definitely a step in
And-
the right direction.
Doing that early is a bit worrying too. Come on, mate.
Well, yeah, we'll just see what next week brings. But I mean, it's a step in the right direction, and it's a bit easier. We had a bit of forward momentum, which always helps if you're a halfback, obviously.
correct.
Um,
Him
I
and Shani seem to gel pretty well though. Couple of
I
out
think
the
they-
back plays.
Yeah, I think they're starting to get there. They're starting to put it together, which is obviously part of sticking with people.
We've
not-
only got the Roosters this week, so
Oh yeah, walk in the park.
Oh yeah, those little chickens.
Walk
Did
in
you,
the park.
I'm pretty sure Chanel's try as well. Did it Metcalf like go into the line pretty deep and then get the pass out?
love it when he goes deep.
Probably.
Love it.
If he
I think
goes
it's
deep,
good, man.
Yeah.
go deeper.
How good.
I did say last week with the Sea Eagles, that's their one worry is quite often what gets them is their forward pack can at times get bashed up and go missing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or they'll have a random quiet game where I think they just lack
Yeah,
that.
because it's a massive pack, eh?
Yeah,
they've
but
got.
they've done the same thing last year when if they're on they'll. But obviously, but then if you rattle them enough, they seem to kind of go on their shell a bit. So
Your boys' thoughts? Cherry Evans, was it his try a try?
I think that was more a try than the Saab one.
Yeah, I would have given it because it looked mean because
It
I was
looked-
like, oh
it
yo,
looked
that's
like-
going way too far.
He had to have dragged his foot over the line because I think
Yeah.
he planted it before the line.
Yeah,
But Saab dropped it, and you could see it on his face, and then
Yeah.
they slowed
The old
it
finger.
down so far that it looked like there was a fingernail, but
But that
he
Saab
dropped
one
it.
almost had a chain events of tries. Like Saab's shouldn't have been a try. Wade
Yeah.
Egan's, you probably could have got away with not being a try if it went up no try.
Depends. Yeah. Once again, it depends what it went up as. Yeah.
Yeah. Cherry Evans, probably the same. And then
Yeah.
it probably would have led on to Rogers. Like if they went no try to start, they probably gone Rogers no try.
It would have been
I
like,
feel like it
all
was
no
a full-
tries, yeah.
Egan's one should have been pulled back earlier too. Actually, if we're calling a spade,
like knock
Which we
it.
like to do.
he knocked it on. Well, they knocked it on, but he knocked it on in the breakaway.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought
But then
I thought
they-
he did.
But then they went past it, so then they couldn't go
Yeah.
back. So
Unlucky us.
Yeah.
we were just plus
Pretty
60
much.
meters up. Yeah. There was a bit missed by the refs on both sides in that game, but yeah, hey, we'll take it. 20 up.
Hey, we've
Yeah.
been bloody ring hold how many times? So you got to get the odd one in your favour. Eh?
And that
We
was
need
even the worst reffing call out of the whole weekend. It's in the next game that was a worst ref call.
Which is
Couple of
that's
howlers.
That's a good
Panthers 32.
That's a good
Roosters
Siggy.
38.
That's a good James Segway Yarrow into the next.
good
Game.
James Seguiaro.
Panthers, what doing?
Doing. It looked like in the first couple of minutes it was all good.
Yeah. When they got their Alamotta try, I was like, oh man, poor Roosters. But it's almost like what happened to our game.
That's what I'm about to say. It's just like the Warriors when Turbo scored. I was like, fuck, here we go. Thoughts on the game, Guy? Any Kiwis you want to highlight in this one?
The new boy.
Toya, Rob.
Been quite impressed with him as a centre.
Yeah, his first week was good.
Big boots to fill. But yeah, he's solid, eh? Like there's a couple of times there where he was backing up on the inside, could have got a meaty as well. Another meaty. Well, did he
Yep.
get a meaty last week? I can't remember. But he was there.
No, he made that mad break last week. I think it set
Yeah.
up a try.
Yeah. And then on the teddy break, he was inside, but he ended up passing it to Connor Watson further
Oh.
inside.
Racist.
And Toya was there, mate. He was there. But he's got he's got a good base, though. He breaks tackles,
Strong
good
in the tackle.
footwork, strong
Strong
on
hit.
defence.
Kiwi eligible.
He's not Kiwi, but Mark.
Go on then.
Nakorangawaze.
Oh, the Fijian.
I want to know what I say.
How good was his first
He
try?
was
Is
good.
stepping.
Go.
Mark.
Yeah. Mark. Nawakawanase.
Nawaka. Someone tell us how to say it. Do a vid. Share a video on the page.
think he
tag
did.
us.
I think
What's
the
a
Roosters
little-
made a reel with him at the start when they first signed him. They made him stand there and like slowly pronounce
true.
it.
Nawaka Nitawaze. Nawaka
Nitawaze. Anyway,
Nitawaze.
Marky Mark he'll be known from now on. He was great. Very good.
He's been
how good-
impressive.
How good was that try saver at the very end? When Brian Tuttle went for that try and then Tupou pushed him out.
Yeah.
Last
'cause-
play, the Hail Mary. Boom.
Because Cleary probably kicks that. They go to extra time, the Roosters lose.
I was thinking, shit, this is it. They're gonna, and they didn't. Tuttle never misses in that situation, eh? So it was a little
I
bit
know.
random. I was like,
What
he
annoyed
even
me
made a couple of mistakes in that
was
game
the
too.
He scored a way easier, harder try earlier.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, what was that, Jase?
Good. Sorry, my internet was playing up. That's why. What annoyed me was the send off or the 10 minutes in the bin. That was not 10 minutes in the bin.
Yeah. Kind
They
of
were just trying to
ruins
get that
games,
grandstand finish. Like that was bullshit. That annoyed me.
Yeah, I agree. Didn't mind it though because I wanted them to lose.
Even though I had like Andrea would I had Cleary as captain. I was like, fuck, I don't want this send off to ruin the game.
yeah. I thought Brandon Smith's brother Sanders Smith was pretty good. Definitely improves on from the other. But even it's just funny in a week, eh? Though, like how different. Even like in Metcalf, Sanders Smith.
Actually, Defoe White has been going well. Eh?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, bro. He's actually really solid. Actually,
playing big mins too. 58 mins.
True.
he was good. He was really good.
They got like no players.
Basically,
he's
yeah.
He's taken over Terrell May's minutes, basically,
yeah.
or like maybe not quite as much, but
Um,
actually, Docker Clay, he's a Kiwi lad, isn't he?
He is.
Mouldy.
He's a
He
bit
went.
of a
He went.
journeyman.
well. He's been going well, eh?
Bit
For
of a
a
journeyman.
For a bricklayer coming off the bench.
New
for a
South
bro-
Wales Cup bloody stalwart. He is. He's been around for bloody ages. But
He's been docking clay for a while.
but no, he was good. He was good in the Maldives game as well, I thought. When he came on
He
for
just
them.
does his job, eh?
He's
Puts
very
a few
experienced. He's been around for a long time. They all be at New South Wales Cup, but he's been in and out of top squads for a long time. So very handy to have in your squad when everyone is bloody injured. That's for sure.
He actually played 46 minutes.
Nice. They probably
I
needed him
think
too, eh?
because what's his name? Connor Watson goes to 13, eh, for a bit.
Yeah,
And gives
yeah.
the middles a spell.
Correct. Connor Watson, he's pretty good. No ice puppy. Kind of ruined my bet. I actually don't know what happened there. Was he a late withdrawal or some shit?
Don't know.
He must have been, but he didn't play.
He's seen you post the bet, and then
He
he's
seen
like,
seen
"Fuck
my
it.
bet. He's like, "No, I'm
He's
out."
like,
I
oh,
want him to
not
get a
that guy.
$5. I want to give this guy a $5 free bet. I'm gonna pull
He's
out.
like, he's like, no, this guy's already got my face on his shirt.
Yeah, I don't need it again. Casey McLean got a try. Probably wasn't his best game, but it was a bit harsh. He's been dropped for this week.
Has he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has, but we'll get to that when we preview the next round.
Oh
But
no, because it's
Was he injured?
thing he's returning though, eh? There's a return.
who's back in? That'll take. But Edwards is gone though.
Oh, yeah, you don't
No,
know.
Laurie
will be
Casey,
going.
Casey McLean's been named.
Oh, Kane, you're lying to me. I should have vetted that. Kane messaged
That's
me
why
and
you-
said Casey McLean's been dropped. Pretty rough. He's trying to stitch
Oh.
me up. Or was
Well,
it the
they
other
got
McLean?
the storm. They got the storm. Oh, Blaze Talangi's there.
Ah, yes. What about Blaze? Blaze him up.
Jack Cole's been dropped.
J.
Jackie,
Cole. It's a Cole
don't
Will.
do that.
J. Cole.
Nah, Jack Cole's in there too.
No, he's
Oh.
in there. Hey. Which list is right?
Why did Fantasy tell me he's got a...
I might
well,
have
we-
been.
We can look at that when we preview the game, maybe. The next one.
Oh, no, sorry.
There's
Duffy.
a fantasy real world and a real world, Chase.
Oh.
You're in a bloody fantasy, mate. All right, we'll go on to the next game. Dragons go down to the Rabbitohs by 1 point, 24-25. Not a
Up
lot of
Freeze field
Kiwis
goal.
in this game. There is one, though. Sean. Is it Sean?
Kenny Dow.
No.
Sean Kippy.
He's back. Who? Not Kepea. Horny Kepi. No, not him. What's his name? I can't even hear the video during the week. Bailey Bentley Hape from up north. 80 minutes.
Oh, the winger, he's been dropped.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, he's been dropped. Yeah, he
one game.
played, and then old mate's back and he's gone.
Well, you know, but he was. Well, I guess he wasn't outstanding, but he did debut. But apart from him, there's not a lot of Kiwis running around on this team.
How good
In either team.
is Christian Tuipulotu, his try celebration?
It's probably
Is
his
he
best
doing it
moment.
by himself? Is that what he's been doing? He's a bit of an outcasty type, isn't he?
I'm not sure, but all the rest of the team's been getting in behind him.
Yeah, like
Bit
they
of
were
early
20
Crow styles,
points
though, eh?
down last week, and he still did it. He just cracks me
He
up.
still did it.
He's going to become like a cult hero at that club if he keeps doing that, I reckon.
Well, it depends
so
if they
funny.
keep losing.
Well, hey,
They'll
true.
start bloody booing him soon.
Bit
Do you
of
have
a-
any? Sorry, go.
A bit of a media beat up on the old Ilias chat.
Yes. Did see a bit of that happening. Do you have any more? What are your thoughts on the Dragons and the Rabbitohs? What do you reckon?
Stuffy
Both
Dragons. I picked you on Super Brew.
It was a close one. Obviously, I think Wayne is making the difference at the Rabbitohs, just getting them those extra points they need. We will keep moving though.
So still got the boys to come back, eh? The main,
Yeah, they got a couple
main
of-
guns.
We're the Trell and Murray
Cam
won't be back
Murray.
this
Murray.
year. Will he be back
Muzza.
this year?
Muzza.
He's not back this year.
Not this year, eh? Next year.
Nah, he's gone.
Go. All right, into the next game. Cowboys talking about shitting beds.
Fuck, I almost got my multi in this.
They were bad. They were horrific.
They were bad, but the Sharks weren't actually that impressive either, eh? They don't really capitalise on all the bed shitting moments.
they had a lot more opportunities in their ice for sure. Brenton Kneequarter, I thought was obviously you copy and paste what you say most weeks about him, and he got a try also. Should have went him anytime instead of Ice Puppy, but anyway, I digress.
I did.
Thoughts on the game, guys? Any thoughts? Any other thoughts apart from Cowboys sucked?
Kyle Edo.
Cowboys are struggling.
Yeah.
I think the Sharkies are. I think they're going to go close this year, eh? Up Cronulla. I think I've got them in me top 4 for sure. But they have been a top 4 team. But they've got Eden, and they've also just got like a real solidified same team every week type setup. And when you get those combinations going,
I agree.
Everyone knows their roles. It's pretty hard to beat those teams, eh?
Especially having a team that hasn't really changed and then just adding AFB in, it's like,
yeah,
that's like, that's gold. And
they added AFB and got rid of Jack Williams or something. So
yeah, so it's like
a bit of a net profit. There's a net profit there.
There's some net profit there. There's a bit of meat on the bone there. And I think AFB just unlocks the forward pack a bit more, eh? He's got that footwork. I think he's been great for them already. Ronaldo Mulitalo, I think, was pretty good.
Yeah, he was primo, eh?
Yep.
Just in his element. Arcing everyone up.
Yeah. Especially when he's ahead, he loves it, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you said also Kyle Edo was also good.
Yeah, he was amazing.
Edo.
Couple tries,
Edo.
18 tackles, only one missed.
Man, how he was playing reserve grade for so long is crazy, eh? That he didn't go to another club or...
He was in reserve grade for he's been spoken about for 3 years, and then still had a crack.
Talakai was ahead of him.
Oh, so Seth, and then they moved him into the forwards, which makes more sense probably. All right, we'll keep moving.
Based on his, Griffin named, but pretty quiet because they lost though. Yeah.
Yeah, he came on, but I mean he did his usual thing, but by no means broke the game open at that point. All right, Raiders defeat the Broncos in a ball over down there in Canberra. Thoughts, guys? What Kiwis stood out to you in this one?
Matt Timoko was pretty mean.
Timoko had a solid game. I think he's back to his best. I think last year he was a bit down, but in the last 2 games, Timoko's looked ready to rumble.
The best guy on field that night for me, Seb Chris.
Seb Chris was good, eh?
He's so good.
He was amazing.
He's strong in a tackle. He's fast.
There was one part where they were stuck on their goal line. Oh, no, it was Maju, actually. Wrong guy. But there was one part with Maju, he was stuck on their goal line. But Seb Chris, man, he was amazing that night.
Oh, he's just an underrated player. Well, I don't know if he's underrated anymore, but he can play in multiple positions. But I think the Raiders look best when obviously him and Timoko are both in. On the Broncos, Jesse Arthurs, he's still plugging away, man. Hat trick. He's pretty consistent, eh?
That first try he scored was pretty outrageous.
Yeah.
Carried 4 over the line or whatever it was.
That's right, yeah. I think he's in for a season, eh?
Hot boy Arthurs.
Lid? Do you reckon the lid?
Yeah.
The old...
the
Form 2 blonde highlighter.
The old
tinfoil
blonde
streaks.
highlights. The old blonde highlights. No, I reckon...
Humminwood a special.
Yeah. No, I reckon he's going to be in for a year this year, eh, Jesse? He had a mean year last year as well, but and the year before that. He's a really solid player. Shibasaki. Kiwis wise, also, I was about to say Willison came on, made some impact.
Big Willie X.
Unfortunately, made a mistake on his first carry.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate. Yes. Yeah. But no, we've spoken about the Raiders whether they're the real deal. Is this just a blip in the Raiders for the Broncos, too high in their own smoke? Do you reckon they're going to bounce back, or are we going,
I don't know. Reece Walsh probably had one of his worst games he's ever had.
Yeah, it's probably one of the worst ones I've seen him ever play, yeah.
Yeah. He was really, really low on the on the old rankings. Fuck. He did nothing.
No. I mean, he tried a few things that when he did try to do something that didn't pay off either. So
I think it's literally it'll be a record. So go back to fantasy. He got negative points.
wow.
Yeah.
And then some people captain him, and you get double negative points.
No, does it do that if you captain someone and they get negative?
Yeah.
It double
He
negatives it.
Yeah.
He had, yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail, but yeah, he had
Did you have him?
20 negative.
I do that.
20 negative points. Wow. That's crazy. I must say,
20 demerits, sorry, 20 demerits. So
20
basically
demerits.
like 10 errors, basically.
Crazy. I think for the Raiders though, their forwards were the real heroes for sure, especially against that Broncos pack. Shit, it wasn't against nobody. It was against bloody
Yeah, big
Payne and
horse up
Mahas
front
and
is helping them out, eh? Big horsey. They
Fiery
play
Red.
big minutes. They
Yep.
play big minutes too, eh? Big.
And
big minutes.
once Taps is back, those three together, shit, that's going to be that's a rotation, isn't it? Yeah, formidable. That's the word. We'll keep bouncing through, otherwise we'll be here all night.
Formidable.
I see what we done there. Eels, absolute caca. They need to change their logo to like a piece of shit. That's how bad they were. Good for the.
They were terrible.
That was just shit. I feel for these Eels fans after that performance. Man, god damn, that was. Tigers, they get a win. That's good. Good for Koro Benji. Getting the team up. Thoughts on the game, guys? Like, is there Kiwis who stood out to you? There's one Kiwi who was a bit disappointed. I think that was probably Dill Brown's probably not his best game he's had in a long time. Personally.
Yeah.
Bit of pressure after a bit of a signing during the week.
And I guess if they keep playing like that, geez, I don't know if he'll need security going out to each game and coming back in.
Yeah, it's a huge burden on the old young fella's shoulders, though.
Yeah, and I just think it's not all Dill's fault. Like the whole team was playing mud, so. But we'll stick to the positive. Tigers obviously showing a bit of, starting to show some signs of at least not getting the spoon. I'm probably not going to be that high to say they're going to be in the 8, but
well, these two were spoon contenders last year. Eh? It was the playoffs. They made the playoffs for the spoon.
Spoon Bowl. Yep.
Spoon Bowl. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah. Tigers are looking better. Luai's at his pesty best.
Yeah.
Galvin
was good.
Toa was good.
Bro, Toa was good actually. That's probably one of the better games I've seen him play in a long time.
I think he was dropped. He was dropped back to Rezzies, but old what's his name got injured, so he got his opportunity. And shit, did he take it?
I thought he was just injured.
He might have been.
Brett Naden got named
in front of him. Yeah.
In front of him.
I forgot about Naden.
Naden was, and then he's unlucky with injury again, Brett Naden, because he had a mad Indigenous game as well. And then he got injured at the first round, I think. Terrell May obviously was destructive. Just trying to see what other Kiwis.
How many minutes did he play? Shit, he was putting up some stats.
He basically, I think it was like half a game, pretty much, wasn't it?
64 minutes. Holy heck!
64 minutes. That sort of stats. That's crazy. The bro is crazy. Who else was? I'm just trying to look at. I'm just having a quick look for Kiwis. There's not too many. Royce Hunt off the bench, 31 minutes, 101 meters. There's not heaps of Kiwis in their team either.
Yeah, I was driving, so I didn't actually watch this game.
Well, you didn't miss out on much.
That's what I got told, actually.
From an Eels perspective. All right, we'll keep moving since it was an absolute shellacking, and then there aren't that many Kiwis in the teams. Final game of the round, Bulldogs 40.
Okay.
Over the Titans 24. You boys get to watch this game, and what do you reckon?
I think that the doggies just did what they do, eh? Just resilient. Outright resilient, and just kept fighting. They've been pretty impressive, actually, the doggies there.
Yeah, especially their middles. Yeah, I reckon their middles have been real good. And also, it's Montoya's good, eh? Marcelo Montoya. He had a mean game. obviously got the first try. I thought Kinney was still good, even though they lost, obviously quite convincingly. Still showing his pace, still showing his speed. What about who stood out to you guys from a Kiwis perspective in that game? For
There
you,
isn't
Jase?
many, eh?
There isn't
too
heaps.
many.
Yeah.
Too many Kiwis in there. Kenny done his job. He
Yes,
needs to go
without-
for a ball to
Yeah.
threaten.
Correct.
Isn't a lot of Kiwis in the team, at all.
No, there's not in either team. Especially since Foreign's injured and Aaron Clark went to the Warriors. So yeah, there's probably not much to look at there. Obviously, like you said, Kinney probably needs a bit more forward ball. But yeah, that is what it is. All right. Should we keep moving, lads? Should we keep moving?
We're on. Yep.
Right.
Okay. We'll go into the MVKs. That's right. We get a 3-2-1. You give out your 3, 2, and 1 point to Kiwis who impressed you this round. I'll just bring it up here. I've got the standings because I've updated it. So far for this year, we've got in front by a bee's dick is Jordan Ricky on 6 points in first position. Joseph
Ricks.
Tarpany on 5 points. Seb Chris on 5 points. Jesse Arthur's on 2. Toya on 2. Leo Thompson on 1. T-Mockle, Croslin, and Sorensen also have 1 point. That's where we're at this moment for MVKs. Jason, do you want to kick us off? Do you have your 3, 2, 1 ready? And who are they?
I do.
Hit us, man. Who you
I'm going to
and why?
go 1 point just because I reckon he helped us get the win and he was dominant, Aaron Clark.
Oops.
Oops. Oh, he's not in there yet, but I'll add him in. Yes.
My
I
2
cannot.
Yeah,
points.
I cannot say anything bad about Aaron. That was great. Great performance. Right. Sorry.
It's going to
Yeah,
go
2
to
points.
Sebby Chris.
Oh, that's
I thought-
going to put him up.
I thought he was
It
quite
puts him up the
dominant
leaderboard.
in their win against the Broncos. And he's just got a lot of hiss in his run at the moment.
A lot of hiss, my friend.
Yes. And 3 points is Kyle Edo. I thought he had
Ooh,
one of his
okay.
best games he's had.
No, he was outstanding. Correct. And it was a 3, wasn't it?
Yep.
Kyle Edo. Kale. Is it
Kale.
Kale?
Kyle.
Kale.
Miseke. Dre, do you have a 3, 2, 1? Oh, you should have because I told you had to. What is your 3, 2, 1, mate?
I had to, yeah. I had to. I'm on the wagon. I'm just going to go Waz.
All ours? Okay.
All Waz just to get the wagon moving this 2025 season in preparation for the Roosters.
Yes.
1 point, Tane.
Okay, we've got
2
another
picks.
person added. Right.
2
Tane.
picks.
2 picky. Too easy.
I
1
reckon
point.
this MVK is based off momentum moments, and
All right, I like it.
his little gear change, I think, changed the game back to in our favour, and probably got us a long way to get in the win. The little fella.
Yes. It's a momentum game, and he
Who?
did swing it.
2 points, CHT. I think I had reservations last week, but 2 weeks before. But I think the reason he's in the team over Tamaiti is his aggression in defense. Tamaiti's a good
Yes.
defender in terms of tackle, do your job, but CHT was shooting out, putting pressure on, and even when that side kept beating them around the outside, he kept putting pressure on. So I think defensively as a half, he's pretty solid. So I'm going to give
one
him
of the
2.
strongest points of his game, the defense.
And then his kicking game, so he's just defending and kicking, and then falls into a try every now and then.
Yep.
I think he's going to have. He's in for a big season. He'll be at the top of this list.
Yep. You reckon? Top of the
and
list. All right.
Aaron Clark was my 3 points. I think he just glued the middle. And he was, when you said about the Manly full pack losing a bit of mana through the middle, he's probably the one that was responsible for that first and foremost, and then the other boys sort of followed.
I agree.
So if he can back that up, same thing, he'll be pushing back up the top of the list as well, I think.
I think, he was outstanding. I agree. He
Oh,
was,
the other reason why I
the
picked him
gate.
as well is because he kind of took the hongi from Tohu, that pre-match presentation.
Oh, they swapped the
And-
mana.
Yeah, and they may have passed it over for the season. So we'll see how we go. Big call, but I reckon Aaron Clarkson for a big season as well. That's why I'm picking him.
Correct. I think he's in for a huge season. So straight off the bat, my 3 went to Aaron Clark as well, bro. I'll back you up on that. I thought he was outstanding in the middle. And also it lent itself to being able to rotate Fish and Mitch in a way that helped, that best suited the team. So Aaron Clark, and when he oosed Jake Travojevic under the ribcage there and he lost the ball, fuck yeah, they're going to be going. That's what you like to see. That's what you like to see, and he actually smoked him. And look at the chest on the lad, eh? Wonder what he benches.
He's a big human.
He's like a nugget.
He's an incline bencher. You can see that. The upper chest is a
The upper
fucking
chest
trampoline.
is swole. Yeah, it's
a
swole. But
trampoline.
also just when he's got the ball as well, he's nuggety. He's hard to stop. He keeps the legs pumping. No, there's a lot to like about Aaron. I'm going to give my 2 points to Tane to Opiki. I thought he was outstanding. That try definitely swung the momentum. He was out there swinging it, the momentum that is. That try was crazy. And even just his carries out of our end, just with the footwork and the acceleration, just really, he looks, even though being a smaller guy, I think he's definitely
deceptively strong, though. He's deceptively strong.
Strong in the tackle. Like, we didn't check his stats, but he was breaking tackles anyway. So Tane gets that was 2, wasn't it? Where is he gone? He's down here.
9 tackle breaks. Tane.
Crazy, right? For a little fella, that's crazy. And then I'm giving 1 point to the one I always find the hardest, eh? I thought Ricky was pretty good. I also got a meat pie. Got a Kumita as well.
And a losing
effort. Chris was great. I think T-Walker was really starting to get back to the form that's seen him be one of the best centres in the comp. What does that mean, Lenny? What does it all mean? I'm going to go. Even Seb Chris was really good too. Fuck it. I'm going to give. I think Seb, and even Arthur's probably deserves a point too. I'm going to go Sebastian Chris. I think he had an outstanding game. So it's Big Seb. He's going to get a point from me.
Oh, Sebby.
So the standings after that, Seb Chris is pushed out to first position with 8 points. John Ariki on 6 points. Joseph Tarpane still in third with 5 points. Even though he hasn't played, he won't be playing this week either. Aaron Clark shows up for the first time with 4 points. And shared for 5th is Kyle Edel on 3 with Tane to Opiki.
Did you go Aaron 3?
Yeah.
You should be on 6.
Oh, he should be on 6.
I was going to say, it should be 6.
Oh, I've obviously didn't click enough times. Lucky you're keeping me honest.
Get your finger on that trigger, mate.
Yes, there we go. All right, I'll double check now. Seb Chris 8. Tane to Opiki, who gave him a point?
Yeah.
You gave him 2, eh?
I gave him 1 and you gave him 2. Eh?
I gave him 2. You gave him 2. I did. Fucking hell. Why am I doing the math stuff? All right, sweet. Did you have a Kiwi moment from the round, boys? A particular moment that stood out to you from a Kiwi player?
I brought it up before because I got the players mixed up, but mine was Maju. They were kind of stuck on their goal line, and then he just did the strongest run, got like 2 or even 3 tackle busts, and then just got them on the front foot again.
Yes, it was a great run.
Or second half probably in the game. That would be my Kiwi moment. We'll try to find it and we'll check it up, Aileen.
Yeah, we'll have a look. If you could find exactly what point in the game, then I can find it. Mr. October, what's the Kiwi moment for you from the round,
really
mate?
I don't know if you can say he's a player, but the Tohu moment was pretty sick.
Oh, yeah, mean.
Passing the baton onto James Fish.
I'd accept that.
The captains. That was a good moment.
That was sick. And as soon as it happened, I was like, yo, that's so mean. The boys are going to win.
Bit of tradition as well, like captain the captain, hopefully.
Yeah, do you reckon that James Fisher Harris and Mitch Barnett look like the maddest like tag team wrestling team coming out of the smoke like that? I was like, fuck, is this WWE? Tag team world champions. James
Wait.
Fisher Harris.
The
and
fish,
Mitchell
the
Barnett.
Harris.
I agree. That's a great moment, actually. That was sick.
That's
Shout out to
when
Hidia,
Mount
who
Smart
actually
blacks
made
out,
the.
eh?
Oh, Mount Smart
Oh, yeah.
blacked out.
Sorry, guys. I got it
Mount
mixed up
Smart
there.
blackout sick.
That's
Oh,
because
yeah.
Sam didn't finish those solar panels yet.
Turn the light. Turn the lights off. Fuck yeah, that's sick. That's when that happened. I was like, shit, we're gonna win, and then they got the first try, and I was like, ooh.
Oh, we're gonna
But,
lose.
We need
Shout out to
Hidia.
Hidia, who Hidia made the kuruwai that Tohi was wearing.
Oh,
So
true.
she made. Do you remember Jared Wadi Hargreaves one with the rooster colours? Do you remember that
Oh, yeah.
kuruwai? She made
For
that.
his
Yeah.
300 or whatever.
Yeah, it was mean.
For
It
his
had like the
final
feathers, but
headbutt.
it was all roosters coloured. Yeah, for his final sin bin, and then she made James Fisher Harris's one for his. Well, I don't know if it was his last game for Penrith. Can't remember, but yeah, the full black feathered one for James Fisher Harris
That's
as
mean.
well. But yeah, there was a mad moment. That was cool.
I like it.
Mine is, I spoke about it earlier, but it's Aaron Clark rattling Tavoyevic's ribcage, and then he spilt the ball.
Yes.
That really turned me on, man.
How
I was
good.
out of my
'Cause
seat.
Did you chop that up with Jazz talking about that? And then the return
Yeah.
served?
Yeah, that's right. So Jazz, that's from when we had Jazz on like almost 2 years ago, and he spoke about how he had to play prop for a while. They kicked off to him, Manly kicked off to him, he had to run it straight at Jazz, and he went straight into Jake Tavoyevich, and he fucked him up, and like pretty much like he wanted to go off after it. But yeah, so Jake, he's one of the best players in the comp. So, and he's a tough bugger, but Aaron Clark fully just smoked him, eh? Right under the ribcage, lost the ball. How good.
Another moment in the match.
Yeah.
Turning the tide.
That's right. And I think that's where we actually, that's where you have to win the game, really, is up front. But yeah, Aaron, how good. Sweet. I'll play a little ditty just to break it up.
Diddy.
Oh, you said you were going to play Diddy.
Play with Diddy's bells. Oh, yes, this goal scribe.
I'm still rhyming, I'm still writing, I'm still fighting, and we can't turn back now because we came so far.
We cannot stop now. All right, straight into it, lads. We'll do the quick fire look at the next round. Who's winning and why, and Kiwi to watch. Yes, because we're quite deep into it now, so we won't spend too much time on each game, but we will say who we think is winning and why. Storm play the Penrith Panthers. It's funny
what a game to
because
start the week.
it's first versus 10th. Penrith are 10th because they've obviously won one last one. Rack up. Who wins, Jason? And why?
I reckon Penrith bounce back, but golden point. Penrith bounce back, like I reckon they come back and win. Possibly. What's Dre up to?
Oh, Andre's off.
But I reckon golden point.
Golden point. Storm Penrith, golden point from Jason.
I wouldn't be surprised if it went draw.
Oh, it could do. Penrith, I don't think, like you said, they haven't lost back-to-back in a very long time. So
Yeah.
it's hard because Storm had a bye. They played kind of average for there. They won't play two bad games. I want to go Penrith just in a close one. What about you, Dre? Oh, you can't hear us.
The music's playing.
Oh, sorry. What about now?
Music?
Oh, yeah.
Is that better?
No, I can hear you. The music, I was still on the tunes.
Whoa. That was
The
random
tunes
because I
are still
turned it
playing.
down.
I was rocking out to Scribe just up solo. I thought you was
man.
still at the disco.
That's hilarious
No,
because
we couldn't hear it at all because I'd turned it down, but obviously it just glitched out. Apologies, mate. Apologies.
well,
Anyway,
I went, because you wouldn't have heard, I went Penrith bounce back, golden point, or draw, but Penrith probably win. But I wouldn't be
Penrith
surprised if it
winning
went
that
draw.
close one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're
Excellent.
just doing. Yeah, sorry. We'll
No,
just
Kiwi to
quickly go
watch.
through pick who's winning and why, and then the Kiwi to watch. So who's winning that game, Dre?
Yeah, I think Penrith don't lose 2 in a row
Yes.
very often. So, but it is in Melbourne. So
Yes. If they were playing anyone else but Melbourne, I would have been like, definitely. I have gone on Penrith, but Storm could easily win this.
No, I'm going to go Penrith.
All right.
No, actually, no, I'm going to go Storm. Jerome Hughes drop goal. Jerome Hughes field goal.
Oh,
All right.
At some point,
So-
at some point during the game, maybe just before half time to take a 13-12 lead.
An early lead. All right. Who was your Kiwi to watch, Jase?
I'll go Willie Warbrick.
He's out, I think.
Is he not playing? I haven't
No,
looked
he's
at the
out.
team list.
He's injured, yeah.
Oh,
He's
what
a
happened to
late
Will?
exclusion.
He's
No
got,
Willie.
He's got an extended Willie. He's booked him for a Willie extension
The big dick.
this weekend.
I'll go Howarth then.
Health, yeah.
Wait, can we still go him? He's not.
No, remember, he's definitely done the dirty on us.
Yeah.
We're not going
Is
Jack
he
anymore.
fucking?
No,
Yeah,
he's
he's in the fuck him. If you're on the fence,
He,
fuck
he
him.
was on the fence. Fuck him. Oh, Jerome
Yes.
Hughes. I'm
Right.
running out of players.
My Kiwi to watch is who's actually playing Kane. So thanks for stitching me up. It's Casey McLean.
Yeah,
They could
Kane.
have a big game. All right, next game.
Did you win? Did you pick the winner, Len?
Yes, I said Penrith in a very
Oh,
close one.
Okay.
Warriors play the Roosters Friday 8 p.m. again. Who wins and why? We'll start with you, Andre. Kiwi to watch as well.
I'll be at the game.
Corporate.
Mount Smart. So Waz obviously won easily.
Yes.
Kiwi to watch. Fish.
There's a
Fish
few.
is due, eh? Fish is due.
Big Fish. Actually, he probably
I think-
deserved. He had one of his better games in the weekend.
He did. Yeah. So he's just warming into it. I think third game in, starts to take a leadership, puts a hit on at some point during the game, then you overlap that hit with this chat.
All right.
Kiwi to watch.
Kiwi to watch and content to make. How good.
He puts a shot on
Oh, we're going to say who. All right.
Radley.
Reds.
Raddles
Red?
Radley.
All right. I'm surprised he's playing after getting knocked into fucking next week the other day.
No,
thought
actually,
he
I'm going
might
to
be
change that.
longer
He
off.
puts a shot on Blake Steep.
Blake Steep. The chin on him, eh? He's got the bum chin of doing that guy. Jason, who are you going and who wins and why in the Kiwi to watch?
Waz win. Easy. Mount Smart. It's a fortress for us now.
It's the
Most of the time.
Fortress, that's right. Warriors at home too.
Kiwi to watch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go, because it'll be a good battle for him, I'm going to go Tane to a picky against the real tool, Daniel Tupou.
Oh, nice. All right.
I want to see how he goes up against someone that's quite a bit tall.
He does an AFL drop jump on top of his shoulders, pulls the ball down over Dan Tupou's shoulders, scores.
Maybe.
Israel Folau.
Israel Folau. I'm going to go Warriors back at home. There is a question mark over what we're doing away. We're going to have to tidy that up and start winning some away games. But we seem to grow in a third leg or the wang when we're at home. Kiwis to watch is the centre battle between Adam Pompey and Robert Toya. Obviously, Adam Pompey's a bit of a veteran these days up against Robert Toya, who's a young gun up and coming. It'll be a good battle. But Warriors mainly because fuck the Roosters, Sam and Kane. No, I think we can do it.
Good valid reasons.
And it's hard to keep that energy up. You know, they'll be very. That game would have taken quite a bit out of them, I reckon, the game they just had
Yeah.
for the Roosters. Warriors in a big. Actually, Warriors absolutely humped them.
Do you reckon Billy Smith's a late in?
Oh, who will drop out then, you think?
Don't know.
Marky Mark
One
or
of the
someone
centers.
else? All right, next game. Broncos play the Cowboys and what should be, but isn't guaranteed to be because it's the NRL, absolutely humping. An absolute humping. Ins for the Cowboys, Jake Clifford, Tomalolo, Jeremiah Nanai, Robert Darby, and Thomas Michieli. This is some good ins. Oh, for the Broncos, we got Jaden Hunt, Jock Madden, Katoni Staggs, and Martin Taupo. Who wins and why, Andre? Kiwi to watch.
Broncos and Suncorp, same sort of thing. Third leg.
Yes.
Third Bronco league. Kiwi to watch. Arthur's has been playing good, eh? Like,
So good.
I think he's based. Well, yeah, I'll go Arthur's. Arthur's for another double.
And
He
double
got a
at
hat
least.
trick in the
Maybe a
last
little.
one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Double.
Or maybe a
Double bubble.
double bubble for our man, Jesse Arthurs. Jason, who's winning and why? A Kiwi to watch, mate?
Broncos, I can't see them losing like that. Kiwi to
Suncorp.
watch. Yeah. Oh. I'll just go. Is Mr. Ricky in?
He is, surely is,
Yeah.
my friend.
I'll go Mr. Ricky.
All right, I think the Broncos absolutely gallop all over these Cowboys, and I'm going with Jordan Pretty Ricky. I think his first 2 games of the season have been great. I think attacking wise, he's definitely looking to do a bit more, which is awesome because I think the last year or so he's been very defensive focused. So I say Jordan Ricky for me, and Broncos absolutely do the Cowboys. All right, Sharks play the Rabbitohs 5 p.m. on Saturday. Who are you picking and why, Andre? Keep it to watch, of course.
Oh, this is a good game, eh?
This is going to be a tricky one.
Bloody good game. I think the Sharks just by a nibble, by a fin. Kiwi to watch. Being an ex-centre myself, I'm going to go Iro because he's
All
going to
up
be up
against
against
Campbell Graham, right?
Cam Graham, who's a bloody good
Correct.
defensive centre,
Mhm.
bloody good centre, and just coming back from injury. So that'll be a bloody good matchup, eh? So I'll be watching
Good
that
test for
closely.
him. Yep, nice one. Jason, who wins and why? Who's your Kiwi to watch, sir?
Rabbitohs have been like almost like a dark horse.
Yeah.
Almost
They're doing
like a
enough without impressing, but sorry, what was that, Dre?
Yeah, but I've got. Oh, what?
Bronco.
Oh, Dre said.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, we shouldn't have
Shark-
gone back to Andre there. We could have just kept going.
Sharkies and Kiwi to watch. Mulatalo.
I'm going
He's going to flare up.
Sharkies as well. In a close one, I think Rabbitohs still have a bit of mana about them. I'm going Nikura to have an outstanding game and crash over again to make it 3 straight this year. Okay. All right, next game.
I like it.
Okay,
Next game, Mike. We've got the Dolphins taking on the Tigers. Who wins and why, Dre?
Oh shit! There's some good games, good matchups.
There's some good matchups. There's a
Dolphins back at home, back at
Ooh.
KO Stadium.
back at the KO with the Mayo.
But nah, I'm actually probably gonna. I'm gonna tip the Tigers. Tip the Tigers.
Yep.
And Kiwi to watch Alex 12 off the back of the scrum.
Lebanese Cuzzy.
How many Kiwis you got in here? Stuff at all? Is he Kiwi? No.
Yep. He's eligible. He's from
Is he?
Auckland.
Is he?
Yep.
Okay.
He is.
Stuff at all. Another centre. I'd pick him.
All right. Jason, who wins and why, mate? And who's your Kiwi to watch?
I'm pretty much going to go the same as Dre. Tigers and stuff at door.
All right. I'm going to say the Dolphins are due. This is a good test. The Tigers should be putting them away after seeing what they've done. But I'm going to lean towards the Dolphins back at home. And I'm going to say my Kiwi to watch will be Jerry Marshall King. I think he doesn't often play that many bad games back to back. So I'm going to go JMK, the Kiwi to watch, with the Dolphins to win. What could possibly be a fuck up. But anyway, we'll keep moving. Titans versus the Knights. I'm going to go. Titans might bounce back. We're on the roller coaster. Keanu Kenny to get fucking man of the match shit with 3 try assists and then 2 tries. Jason, who wins and why?
Knights, they're too good. And Maju with a double.
Majuhu with the double.
Maju to watch.
Right. Dre.
I'll be picking the Knights. I'll also be watching Thomas Kant.
See what he can.
But the Kiwi to
Can?
watch is our new Kiwi brother, Callum Ponga. If he plays well, the Knights win all day.
All right.
Eric
Yes.
Day.
Or Greg Marzio if we're going by the eligibility criteria and sticking to the rules.
Fair enough. Okay, Eels versus the Bulldogs. Is anyone going the Eels? Is that that's the question? I will not be. I'm going the Doggies. Kiwi to watch. Even though I've gone the Dogs, I just really want to see Double Brown, Dylan Brown. Just, put in a better performance after last week. What about you, Jase?
Yeah, I'm going Doggies. Kiwis to watch. Slim Pickens.
It is actually. There's a few out, not playing. In a few of the teams.
Slim. Very slim.
Yeah, I'll just go Dill Browns because he's had that big contract now, so. he's
All
got
right,
a-
Dre, who's your
I cannot see the
winner?
Eels winning this game. Like they've got so many new faces, combinations.
Okay, hold up. Did anyone see the Roosters winning in the weekend?
Yeah, what are they paying? Because if they're paying 11s, then
Get
right.
on. I'll bring it up.
But like even Jack Williams at 12, like there's only one Kiwi to watch really. Dill Brown, if he has a $10 million game, then $13 million game, then maybe they win. But I just can't see it happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're not paying 11s. They're paying
Sure, they must be paying a bit.
310
7. Oh,
for head to head.
okay, it's not enough money.
Huge load on the Dogs. What's the Dogs paying? $1.50.
$1.38. The Sharkies are paying $1.16 and the Rabbitohs are paying $5.40.
They're at comeback,
Oh.
so
That's the value bet.
yeah. Anything can happen. All right,
Whoa.
next game, Seagulls versus the Raiders. Who wins and why? I'm going to go with the Raiders again. Getting it did. Is our man back? Tapani's not, but that shouldn't matter because they done that last week. And I think just with Takiaho's back though. Just with Manly Seagulls, a bit of a weakness in the forwards there. I feel. I think that is one of the Raiders' strong points. So I see the Raiders getting over them. My Kiwi to watch in this game has to be. I'm going for Matt Timoko to have another big game and maybe get more than one, maybe a double. Right, Dre, who you going and why, mate?
I think this is the game where the Raiders show their inconsistency, and they are going to lose. Manly have got Kohler back. DCE's bum's not spasming anymore. Yeah. Raiders
Fair
big
enough.
shit. Raiders
think,
big shit, but Timor
Takiaho's
still
a
to
big
play
in.
well.
Takiaho's a big in for Manly. He can make a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takiaho.
Takiaho.
But I still want to see me favourite position, centre. Timor will carve up.
I thought you were going to say doggy style for a second. All right, Jace, did you say yet? No, you haven't.
Nah, Raiders and I'm Timoko all day, every day.
Up the fucking moko. All right. And was that all the games? It was, wasn't it?
Yep.
All right. Sweet. We'll keep moving because we've been on the mic for a while. We'll go into our best bet segment, right?
Yep.
Do you want to bring up the bros ones? I've got
I
to
can.
make one.
While I'm finding that, do you know what's crazy? Head to head, Penny Panthers are paying $3.35.
Yep.
To win.
Yeah,
Just head to head. Take my
Storm
money.
$1.33.
I mean, Storm are a mean team, but that's too much money for a Penrith team.
Yeah. Okay. Best bet. Are you playing music or we?
No, I've only got
no
3
time?
songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best bet.
Oh, hang on a minute.
As-
There's some things here. Just wait here. I'll see what I can click. This could go either of 2 ways.
West.
Best bet. All right, let's go.
All right, I like it. Payne, that Kiwi punter's best bet is Tuapiki, Isako, and Mulatalo in a multi. I
Who,
like
sorry?
it.
Tuopiki.
Tuapiki, Isako, and
Yes.
Mulatalo. I
Okay,
like
yep.
it. As value bet, Ricky and Nikoda in an anytime multi.
Prick. Yep. All right, there you go.
Sounds like not winning, but all good.
Hey, here's still my bet. Anyway,
Should I bring up my?
what
Oh,
about
you want to do yours?
oh, you go, you go, Jace. Or
I just got to sit in here.
Yeah.
Ironically, it's my best bet. Is Jesse Arthurs, Ronaldo Mulatalo, Brinton Nikoda, and Sebastian Chris anytime try scorers for $16.
Is your best bet?
Yes.
That sounds like your value one, bro.
Nah, because my value at $17 is Matt Timoko first try.
$17.
Oh,
Yeah.
Give me some of that in the bun. Shit.
Found some odds for ya.
Okay. My best bet is Nikora anytime. And my value is, this could be a bit spicy, but Ice Papali'i didn't play last week, but he's in again this week. So Ice is back, baby. So I'm going Jordan Ricky,
He needs to score
And-
2 now.
Ice Papali'i to score.
Like it.
And Dre, do you have us a best bet and a value bet?
I'll
Joel?
just go the two values. The two value bets. The Panthers, like you said, $3.30. Multi it up.
Take my money. Take my
With
money.
the wee Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs
bucky.
kill. Oh shit!
Yes, you're
Get him in there.
multing them up. I like it.
I'm only, it's all value here. Gamble
Yes.
responsibly. Gamble responsibly.
Amber will
Go
finish.
for
Always.
the biggest
Always
odds possible.
a little amount on bigger odds. For sure. All right. I think that's everything.
It is.
I think we've covered everything.
That
All
us?
right. I think is that us, G?
What
Is that
else?
us, G?
Is that us,
Uh,
sir?
No, that is us. That will be us. As per usual, Jace. Sorry, right as
Yes.
you're about to clear your throat. As per
Sorry.
usual, Jace, where are people going to find us?
They're going
With
to
the
find
Karu
out.
Fatu.
Oh, you stitched me up. YouTube.
Yes, and
On
then
the
with their
YouTube.
taringa, mate. Where do they find us
They're
with
gonna,
their
they're going to
taringa?
hit us up on the Spotify, the Apple Podcast, the Podbean. If you're not using anything but Spotify, what are you doing?
What are you up to? Apple Podcasts, though.
to.
People use that. I've gone out of focus.
And then, if they're not going to follow us home, what are they going to do, Lenny?
We're going to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Fellatio, TikTok, or TikTok. Yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought
And
you
that's
were
it.
saying there was another app. I was like, what shit were we on now? Grindr?
Not on Grinder yet. I've been trying, but can't get a profile started. And also, Dre, thanks for jumping on, mate. If they want to follow you and your escapades, where do they find you, mate? How do they get help? What's your Insta handle?
Myself and Irene.
Well, all the stuff. You got how many Instas now do you have?
Me, myself, and IQ. Just the handle Andre at Andre the mortgage guy.
Yes.
That's the main one, mate. That's the main
That's
one.
your main
And then
one
you-
you're trying
you
to
can-
grow?
You can find the links to the company
The others.
pages off the old, what is that called? The profile page.
Link in
There you go.
bio.
At mortgage.iq is the other one, but you can find that on the page. So Andre the mortgage guy on Instagram.
You're on TikTok as well,
Yeah.
or no? You didn't push that over.
I'm on
to that?
TikTok, yeah. On not as much these days, but Andre the property guy on TikTok.
All right, there you go.
Where you mix
Follow-
up.
Have you guys covered
Where you
your
mix-
face on the camera from like eyebrows down?
Yeah.
Who are we looking at? You've pretty much got a similar haircut.
Oh, I see what he's done. There's two brown guys. They're pretty much the same. That's what you're saying.
That's
That's
it, man.
profiling. That's
Yeah.
profiling, mate.
Lenny always profiles me because I'm white.
On that
yeah.
note,
No, thank you, Jase and Dre, for jumping on. This has been the Kiwi NRL podcast. As always, have a great week. What do I usually say, Jase? Not drum roll.
Mark,
Not drum roll. Sorry,
And-
guys. I'm just getting used to controls. I
you
say up the wires. Give them a taste of kiwi. Give them a taste.
Go
And
Wise.
stay horny.
You know what it takes.
There it
Get
is.
ready today to take them all on. You got
You got the measure of a man, and you know that you can go all the way.
Give it to them. Yeah, give them a taste.
All right, look.
Okay.